Hey, great Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday. It is should be an international holiday today, just for being Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. It should be, but it's not. It's just Tuesday, and uh, I don't know how many people out there got a free taco today from Stripes, but they were offering free tacos, and I sure as heck did not go. I actually believe this or not, I actually had to work today. It's incredible.
Oh, sí, Jesús.
Every so often, so this and tonight is the very honored today. Of course, we have Frankie with us. Hey, Frankie.
How's it going, Carlos? How's it going, world? Hey,
How
Erasmo.
you
How's it
doing?
going? Today, Cinco de Mayo, I had some tacos from La Vaquita on Coffee Port and on Coffee Port actually, or Jaime Zapata. They
Local.
were very good. It's been a while since I've had them from that area. So good Tuesday so far. It's been a hot day, busy day for the city of Brownsville, for the school district. Um, got some news in regards to graduation and whatnot. So it's been an eventful day. We had the governor as well earlier speaking about helping out our business owners throughout the state. So far so good, guys. How's it going, Carlos?
Going good, man. Just here, just hanging in there. How's everything going over there? Erasmo?
Good, my man. It's been
Eventful day?
an eventful day. It's crazy eventful day, and we'll start off in regards to again. We'll try to stick to the what was suggested and recommended in regards to going 30 minutes. Good evening, Joe. 30 minutes. COVID-19. And then we'll go into what else is out there, which I think today we have enough. You sound like you're in a tunnel. And then we'll see. Let me know if it gets any better. Sorry, guys. And then we'll see if we go into BISD. BISD is always easy for the pickings for some reason. Adri, I love you, man. Taco Tuesday. So which feed has all the fun? Your BISD one, the cheese one. They're all good, baby. Hello, Mo Royal. Did you notice the BIC board meeting went into executive session right at 9? I guess they want everyone to see the show. Maybe.
Did they record it?
It is recorded. I just made flour tortillas with beans taco. Hello in Pasadena, Texas. Love you. Good evening, Rachel. And we'll catch up. Hey, Ryan. Miss you, man. Saludos para el Carlos Elizondo. And you sound better now. Meow. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Guys, and we'll start off with COVID-19. Good evening, Leah. Say hi to Josh for me. Every time I hear COVID-19, I think of Copeland, that pastor, the COVID-19 video, man. It sticks to your craw. It sticks to your head. It's an amazing little video. But we'll start off in regards to another crazy gringo. Hola, Denise. God bless you. Governor Abbott did come out today with a press conference and made some clarifications in regards to his original orders and actually set out some new ones. Make BSD better, please. I will surely do my best. During the news conference that he had, Abbott did make mention, and I know Carlos is very excited about this, that hair salons, barbershops, are going to be opening again. Also, nail parlors and tanning facilities. They are going to open up on Friday. Able to open up. Hello, guys. Love your talk show. Blessings. Linda. Love you too. Marta, how you doing, Marta? Appreciate you. Guys, so they're going to open up on Friday. Now, there is some stipulations on there. Individuals that want to open shop and don't have to, but they do have to maintain social physical distancing between customer stations and those in the waiting areas, and either are able to maintain 6-foot distance between them or wait outside. So it's not so much as in regards to you cannot social distance if you're cutting someone's hair. You have to be right there on top of them. And let me tell you, when I get my hair cut, I want the person that's cutting my hair right on top of me. As part of the fun. So if I remember correctly, yes, and actually yes, one of the things that Abbott recommended and highly suggested was that stylists and customers are encouraged to wear masks while being performed. That basically tells me that they don't have to. They don't have to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
you know, we as soon as the word got out, you know, we heard the excitement of our local barbershop owners and beauty salons in regards to going back to work, being able to open up shop again. I think it's a good decision. I think if we keep it to a minimal, maybe one or two customers, you know, per
Right.
hour per se, you know, would be best. These people are in demand, are in need. You know, I'm prime example number one. I don't know about going on Friday. Shouts out to Zion Barbershop, Claudia and Franco, and Mega Cuts in San Benito with Art Castillo. You know, these guys are very talented. You know, and they care so much about their craft. So it's going to be a good uh, you know, a good feeling to see them back doing what they love to do, and more importantly, or just as importantly, our local gyms. You know, shouts out to Top Strength and Hard Knocks with our friends Rodney and Marcos. You know, the governor is opening up, but they're very passionate about what they do. They live this healthy lifestyle daily, and they'll do everything possible to make sure that the gyms, you know, fully functioning, fully sanitized, you know, always have the proper care for their clients. So then, you know, so congratulations to everybody going back and opening up their doors once again.
And Carlos, what do you think about the hair salons? Going back to hair salons, what do you think about hair salons opening up?
I'll tell you what. If I had any hair, I'd be the first one in line. But that's not my cup of tea, you know. I think what's going to happen there. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good for the business owner, right? I mean, that they're opening up, but at the same time, like you said, the social distancing doesn't exist in a hair salon. I mean,
Well,
it's like my hair. It doesn't exist. I mean,
exactly the same.
there's no way that they're going to be able to take that 6 foot or that social distancing, and unfortunately, you know, they're going to have that potential or high potential of contracting the virus if someone else has it, one of their patrons has it. So, I mean, it's just a given weight, I guess, kind of deal. See what happens in 2 weeks. See how many new numbers come out with ever being contacted. You know, I don't know.
That was actually one of my concerns. I mean, again, you know, I hate this little part of the back of my head. I mean, here to the front, you know, I use gel, but I hate that it starts to bunch up, and I really, really want to go get it cut. But again, will business owners, and again, nothing against the amazing people out there cutting hair and everything, and the beauticians, but are people going to maintain the social distancing, well, and precautions? I mean, now the governor already said that they don't need to have face coverings. They don't have to have any masks. They don't have to wear basically anything, you know? So, I mean, is this one of the things that is going to, and what Carlos mentioned, is this going to make our numbers start to go up, you know, some more? I mean, I just don't know. I know that there was a lot of people out there who were cutting hair a la brava anyway. Dapper Society requiring patrons to wear a mask. Again, that's going to be an option for the facility. You know, they might require and say, you know what, this is what we require of you. You have to have masks. And again, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Same concept, I guess. But they don't have to if they don't want to. You know, it's not mandatory. It's just something that is recommended in regards to them. Now, in regards to the same again, and I've seen a lot of great options in regard online in regards to what other people are doing out in other parts of the country in regards to maintaining like a little shelter, or they're like this little cubicle with this plastic falling in between them, and you know, only cutting out their hands. Again, that was another one that, you know, that you won't be able to wear gloves unless the person that's actually doing the cutting is wearing the gloves. I need an eye exam, but I'm afraid the doctor needed to be in face with, again, yeah, that is one of the concerns. It's just the closeness to it. And one of the things that was mentioned by some individuals, yo te lo corto, Erasmo, my hair, I hope, that we're talking about. Guys, one of the things that
Gene.
one of the things that I think that someone had mentioned was, well, what about dentists? Dentists are coming in to, well, and I think that that's a different thing because dentists were actually doing emergency, treating only emergency. They had like the root canals or an infection or something. So that was kind of a little bit different in that respect. But again, I'm a little concerned. I mean, to be honest, I'll probably be out there getting my hair cut as soon as I find someone. Actually, someone went by the office today, and I asked them if they wanted to, cut my hair. So on Friday, wait till Friday, but I do want them to cut my hair. So again,
I think the dentists are more protected than the barbers or the beauty salons, no, because they're kind of covered up. And I believe have they opened up already? I have yet to see any of the dentists.
Yes, the dentists are already opened up. I know that there was a dentist that was interviewed this morning from San Antonio who actually already back. So again, yeah, the dentists are already back. More power to him. And the guy said that he needed to come back. Now, could hairstylists also be scared of a customer? Yeah, very much so, guys. But again, I think right now what is outweighing, and I found this amazing post in Spanish that I can't post because I'm still in Facebook jail. But it was an amazing post in regards to, it's in Spanish in regards to, o te mueres de hambre o te mueres del coronavirus. And I think that's one of the situations that a lot of individuals are basically finding themselves. Which one's going to be worse? Running the risk of getting the coronavirus, or being able to feed your family, or sustain your employees, or sustain yourself through your business. What about bikini wax and spas? Yes, open. Even tanning salons, which is something that we don't have that much here. Tanning facilities could also open, but again, nada. One of the questions that I did get asked was in regards to tattoo parlors. Tattoo parlors were not mentioned. I'm going to think that they're going to fall somewhat in the same area, but again, I cannot confirm. It's just we just do not know. We have no idea in regards to what they're going to, what is up in regards to them. But again, it's something that I guess if any of our friends out there who own tattoo parlors, if you want me to, I'll call the governor's office in the morning and find out for you all. But I mean, I'm going to think that they're going to fall in the same section as these individuals. And the numbers for Cameron County just popped up. We do have 11 new cases. There were no cases in Hidalgo County, but one of the things that the judge out there in Hidalgo County wanted to stress was that people should not get confident. Because again, it all depends on how much testing they're actually doing. Out in Brownsville, we have 3 new cases in Brownsville, and again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Harlingen. Harlingen's in trouble, guys. Harlingen is in trouble. And I'm glad that Dr. Hernandez couldn't be with us tonight. The guy's overworked, guys. The guy has a lot of work, so I completely understand. Dr. Hernandez, thank you for the work that you're doing out there with in testing and everything. We greatly appreciate it, and we understand that at a moment's notice, you just necessarily can't come on. The other individual that came out was a 20-year-old, geez, from San Benito, and this kid community. So that's going to be an issue. No bikini wax here. Let me tell you, last time I had a bikini wax was yesterday. That's a different story. Paul Trump and ask about second. I'll do that, my man. And if you wear a mask while getting a haircut, expect to walk around choking with a hairball like La Mamas. Are hospitals using masks and gloves for doctors and nurses, where it comes out from their own money? Supposedly there's supposed to be a lot of masks and stuff going out there, so we'll see. Again, these are the numbers out there that have just come out. Again, a 26-year-old in Brownsville that is community-based as well. That is very sad. A 43, 44-year-old also here in Brownsville. I would guess that the 73-year-olds, the 83, the 91, the 98, and maybe even the 66 might be associated with a Veranda nursing home. But again, something that's very shocking is a 20-year-old who is 20-year-old from San Benito community. And again, 20-year-olds, guys, that age, 20-year-olds tend not to social distance too much. Carlos, any surprises out there in regards to the numbers? Anything that you feel that about those numbers that came out?
No, I mean it was been pretty consistent. They're rising every day. You know, there hasn't been any day that we've been out here that you see the numbers are decreasing. Am I correct, Frankie? I mean, what's the percentage on a daily
Yeah.
basis that they're going up? And it's not just here in Brownsville. I mean, Harlingen has really been hit hard. You know, we don't even know what across the border what their numbers are.
No.
You know, imagine if they start opening up the borders just to allow everybody to come in. That there is no testing, and there is very little testing being done in Mexico. So we don't even know how bad it is over there, and they're only across the river from us.
Yeah, so we have 450 cases total for Cameron County, and you are correct that and you are correct. Hidalgo recently, for the past couple of days, they haven't been reporting any cases. I think they reported one day, and then the very next day one, and then we had that one death yesterday. But we still see their numbers high. They're in the mid to early 300s. Cameron County is now at 454 to be exact. But the interesting thing again is the Harlingen, the age range. You know, the 79 to 98. And again, there's always going to be those people. Oh, you know, those guys are you know, very old, and you know they're more susceptible. And it's still, you know, this goes back to the nursing home. This leads the credence to there is a problem in the city of Harlingen. You know, the city of Harlingen just teamed up not too long ago with the city of Bronzeville for more testing. Will we see a higher increase from the city of Harlingen? More than likely. The county overall has done 2,000, if I'm not mistaken, or close to 2,000 tests. So you know, this is just the beginning. Again, we've been talking about, you know, daily how we feel that the opening up of the businesses, of the opening up of the beaches, is just going to allow, you know, for the virus just to, you know, bounce around, so to speak. So you know, Cameron County is still very high. We have 5 weeks into this, and we're at 450. Again, there's not enough testing. We shall see in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks to see how we rebound from this opening of or going back to society is going to affect on our numbers. But so far, they are pretty high.
I will say, I'll answer John's question, but how many are getting better? Y'all just keep adding up the number, getting the virus, but never deduct how many get over it. I will answer to your question, my man, and I'll respond to it because it actually came up this afternoon during the city commission meeting, and that was one of the questions that the mayor asked the health department. Because what John is making mention is in regards to the individuals that have recovered minus the individuals that have tested positive. And the mayor made that, asked the health director in regards to why, if we have 149 positives, well, now 152 positives in the city of Brownsville, but let's use yesterday's number. If we have 149 positives and we have 115 that have recovered in the city of Brownsville, does that only mean that we have 34 individuals out there who are actually positive? And the answer was no. That's not exactly what it means. It means that the individuals, they're still being monitored, but they've already passed those couple of weeks where, again, they passed those weeks where everything seems to be okay. So that's what they're labeling as recovered. But again, John, I'm sorry, we still do not know what recovered means. We do not know. And that is what is very, very alarming. We just don't know. I mean, we just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. The numbers are still going up. And I understand the numbers going up right now are based on 2 weeks ago numbers. But the concern, Frankie just mentioned it right now, the concern is what's going to happen. And Carlos mentioned it as well, 2 weeks from now with this, or pinpointing back to the beach thing. Are we then going to start closing everything back up again? I mean, I just don't know. And again, let me tell you all guys, and I'm very all for starting to open up things in a way that's responsible. The problem is BSD going forward with graduation. We'll talk about graduation after the first 30 minutes. Guys, I mean, I'm all for small business opening up responsible. It's not happening, guys. They're not doing it in a way that I feel is responsible. There's not enough testing because they don't want to treat people. You have to meet certain criteria before they will treat you. I'm going to say yes, to a certain degree, yes. But one of the things that we've heard from Dr. Ed Hernandez is they're treating everyone they can, as many people. There are a lot of people that are asymptomatic. And again, I agree with Jorge. It's just we do not know. They can still spread 100%. And the problema is that a lot of the people, and they've already called them out, a lot of the people that have passed the 14 days, ya andan como si nada. And the doctors, the individuals that have treated them and said, don't do that. Not yet. Not until they give you the all clear. They have not. And it's an issue. Brazil numbers will go up due to opening after the school district has public graduation. Not wise at all. I agree. And we'll go into graduation in a little bit. Is backdrop Lucio Middle School proud? Yes. Lucio Middle School. It is. Let me show it real quick. That's right. It is Lucio Middle School. All the way Lions.
I'll get out.
Until Lucio Middle School, until those numbers are inverted, that's when. Very good. No problem is people working in nursing homes for the longest times are used to just keeping the people over medicated, not worry about them. I pulled my dad out of a nursing home because of this. Again, I respect that. We have people back at work that had the virus and now are testing negative. Testing negative does not necessarily mean what we think testing negative means. Again, I would err on the side of caution and just to be a little bit careful. And again, I am agreeing with you that we need to open back up 100%. John and everybody else there, but I know my raza here. My raza here is cabezona. You don't understand. New Braunfels open back up, jobs, restaurants, daycares, etc. And more power to them. If they're at that point where they can open up in a way that is responsible, again, more power to them. We tend not to be that responsible here in this area. Saludos, Luis. How many people from Brownsville have died from the virus? I'm going to say we don't know. I'm going to say we don't know. Honestly, we don't know because we had a guy that we thought had passed away that had already been published, name and everything, and then they might have, said he had died in Harlingen. Just do not know. Have we heard any numbers on prisoners with COVID? Only in Hidalgo County. Only in Hidalgo County. Peter Hernandez yesterday was quiet. Good. Most of the raza here don't want to work. Ándale. Now you're starting to think like la raza, compadre. Hey, are we barbecuing at your house this weekend? Let me know, John. In reality, an all clear will never be given, not in the near future anyways. Isolating your immune system isn't healthy either. I'm not sorry. I cannot live in fear. I live life responsible and adapt to current. Again, I agree completely. Unfortunately, my friend, not everyone out there is responsible that way. Death rate for people without pre-existing conditions. We were going to have the doctor on today. I love that question, Jorge. I just cannot answer that question. But we're going to have a couple of doctors on sometime this week. So please, Jorge, I'm sorry, but we'll get it. We'll get to it, I promise. Where's the mayor? Mayor actually just got out. Mayor just got out of a meeting. Is that Trump in your picture, Elizabeth? That's a guy we need to ask for a second stimulus. I definitely want another check from Papi.
I want to get him on the show.
Papi Trump?
I want Trump on the show. I'm going to reach out.
I thought Papi Trump. Oh, Papi Trump. Good. The governor also said that gyms and other workout facilities will be allowed to open on Monday, May the 18th. On Monday, May the 18th, provided they operate under 25 capacity. Erasmo, yesterday I mentioned about my nephew's first grade still assisting Egley Elementary on Wednesday. I don't think that's happening. Carolina, send me a private message, please, and I'll look into it. But I don't think that they're going to. I know many teachers in Egley, right, Carlos? They're not going to Egley?
I don't think no.
I don't think so, Carolina, but let me know, unless they're going with their parent or something, but I don't know. Question for Carlos, is COVID the same as SARS?
Yeah, they're brother and sisters practically, except one of them is worse, which is what we have right now, the COVID-19, because it mutates so fast. So that's why they're having a hard time. So that's why it's very odd that people are out there just going and saying, and I understand the pressure from the individuals saying that, you know what, people are dying, people don't have money to buy food. People don't have money to pay the bills, and we must open. But it's also irresponsible to open up so quickly and so fast. And I know we'll talk about this for graduation. I'm all for graduation, but we'll talk this. I guess you got some time for us to be talking about that, right? So I'll wait.
We'll go in the next 15 minutes. Deaths from COVID-19 in Brazil is 0.0001%. Give it or take zero. It's a form of SARS. Good job. Death hornets now suck up the toilet paper. That's the next pandemic. It's the second week. It's the second week going. Carolina, send me the information, please. I don't think that's accurate. I love you too, Luis. Again, gyms are going to be able to open at 25% capacity. Showers and locker rooms remain closed. I'm sorry. The showers is the best part of going to the gym.
Because you're clean.
Because they got better showers than I have. Anyway, equipment must be disinfected between each use. That is going to be kind of trippy. It's not going to happen, guys. I mean, think of this. If you got a Gold's Gym out there or Crunch, and you've got 25 capacity, I'm going to say maybe it's 30 people out there. 30 people out there. You're going to have employees out there going and wiping after every single time an employee, customer, leaves his sweat and saliva and other fluids out over the place. I just don't think it's going to happen. But we'll see.
You had mentioned that it was going to be a 25 person capacity. I think these people are, wanting to have that desire to go back. That they're willing to do each and everything possible to abide by, the regulations and suggestions and guidelines from our governor and from our mayor. So I think these guys will really make that extra effort, and not that they were already. These guys have phenomenal gyms, great clientele, and these guys would honestly do anything possible to make sure that their doors remain open. We have to remember they've been out of business for a month and a half, and just try and figure as an entrepreneur, business owner, not making a good amount of cash for a while, it sets you back a lot. So I'm optimistic about this. I think it's a good idea. I think it's good for our mental state of mind, especially during this time. We've talked about how teachers recently, again, we'll talk about it later, but teachers recently have been having anxiety, depression because of the COVID, because of the uncertainty with the school district. That it just played a bigger role. And I would make the argument that fitness, working out, being active is a de-stressor. It will help us, mentally, physically, and overall. So like I said, I know Marcos, I know Rodney. Those guys are great individuals, and I know for a fact that they will do everything possible to make sure that they're constantly sanitizing, making sure that their environment's safe, for the betterment of our community.
Well, I think I think it's a good thing for small gym owners, small business gym owners, but for the big chains like Crunch and Gold's Gym and True Fit and all these other things, again, guys, they could last a whole year without working and they'll still survive. They have millions and millions of dollars. And someone's just said they still charge you your dues. That's the only reason I'm not part of a gym, because I don't want to pay the damn dues. They have also been charging all this time. It's so true. I know someone who is intentionally just threw caution to the wind and got very sick 4 or 5 days. The mentality was, screw it, let me catch it and get it over with. Needless to say, the fear was there once they became very ill and went to get tested. The scary thing is that La Raza here, that's irresponsible mentality, and you're very, very right. What about sauna rooms? Sauna rooms, I'm going to say also this Friday with tanning salons and everything else. Roman Perez, they could have Atkinson or Nurth on the show. That would be a show. Today for me was the worst of the year. Emptying and cleaning out my classroom was incredibly depressing, and we'll go into that. And then, sorry, man. Thank you, Ryan, for always coming on to let us know how everything's going. By the end of the month, 5 or 7 more cases. By the end of the month, I'm going to say by tomorrow, we'll probably have more than 5 or 7 more cases.
He's probably referring to death cases?
Oh, deaths? I think that we're going to see
I hope not.
I think we're going to see at least maybe 10 to 15 by next week. Some of the biology teachers are getting a little
No
bit,
way. Wow.
while being in quarantine a little bit, a lot big. People will wipe down. I don't think people are going to do it. And actually, it's not going to be the responsibility of the person to wipe down. It's going to be the employee's
owner
to wipe down.
Yeah.
So again, now one of the things that's encouraged is that customers that go to the gyms wear gloves and cover their hands and fingers. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. It is recommended. Again, how comfortable that is, I wouldn't know. I haven't been in the gym in a while. Francisco Flores Galarza. Yeah, but they never get on. I lost the comment, so I don't know. Personally, in-home personal trainer benefits my needs. Yeah, my
Cuñado.
got out there and made his own little workout. And I mean, very proud of it. No room with 6 kids per classroom. Sister drops him off, picks him back. I'm sorry, Carolina. I just don't think that's correct. I mean, I don't know where that information is coming from, but send me the information. I will still say that that's incorrect. I mean, I don't think it's happening. But again, send me the information, please. Go Gym start charging when it started, but now they are fighting for bankruptcy. Really? Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
That would get us to 6. John. I'm talking about Cameron County, John. Could be both death or infected. I think we're going to have a lot more infected. You're dealing with body fluids. Let me tell you, I deal with body fluids every night and day. Restaurants operating under phase 1 of the Open Texas plan are currently required to limit seating 25% capacity. Again, the same old thing. We went to IHOP this afternoon. Great stuff. And again, they do want you to maintain. It's cool. They want you to maintain that distance. And the tables are marked off which ones you're not supposed to go. Styles open. I had a latex glove and hand sanitizer ready. Stilettos? And I'm looking for BH Street. I thought I heard Gold's Gym. Bob regularly. Wow. That's the second person I heard from. Yeah, stiletto. That's what I thought you were talking about. No, it's attending elementary schools. Carolina stating fake news. Again, I just don't see it. But again, send me the information. All right, it's 9:33 BISD time. Carolina, which school? She would mention Egley. I don't think it's happening. Anything else in regards to nothing. The governor went on to explain the metrics. Nothing. We'll talk about the last thing that the governor mentioned, and we'll go into the BISD. Stilettos is not open, John. Sorry. Parents have the last word, 100%. I picked up Peter Piper this evening, half the tables, blocked off booths. No one was staying to fight. Oh, let me tell you, I love Peter Piper pizza. I know the staff at Egley, there's no one attending class. Yeah, I just don't see how that is even possible. She said Egley, absolute false. No school. Yeah, no schools have kids. 100%. Guys, what the other things that the governor did mention? Well, the governor didn't mention. Actually, my compadre, Mike Morath, brought it up and made mention to it. Mike Morath is on that task force. And unlike our superintendent, Mike Morath actually does go when the governor requests his presence. And he was out there, and he did mention graduations. And again, he mentioned the virtual graduation. He mentioned the drive-through graduation, and he mentioned the out and about outdoor graduation. And I think that is the one that BISD is going to focus on and wants to have. Now, one of the recommendations that Mike Morath made mention is that the graduation should be imitate the one at West Point. Did anyone actually get to see the one at West Point? I did. I actually watched it because Mike Pence gave the speech. No, it's not. Rumors of reinfected people. Yes. Egley is not by PUB, is it? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's across here from the middle school.
Nobody's flying parents for sending kids to school. Just remember they're not open for classes. We'll also be opening in gym May 18th. Good. Awesome. Great job, Ed.
Awesome.
Guys, so graduation. Now, if again, they did mention social distancing. Now, guys, the one at West Point did have the cadets all seated very, very far apart from each other, but they were out in a very, very big field. in order to space out everyone on there, we would probably have to take up most of the field for some of these schools like Hannah and for Rivera. Now, with that said, at West Point, guys, there were no parents in attendance. There were no family members in attendance. Now, is that going to be allowed here? Or is that going to be also a no-no? Now, with that said, if you have all those students out there, there is no way that Sam Stadium is going to fit all the individuals that it needs to fit for graduation if they space out. Y nosotros como mexicanos are going to be able to fill that spot in. So either we're going to go for only students or students with only 2 people allowed per student and give out tickets. Carlos, what do you think?
Well, let me tell you one thing. It's going to create issues, especially with the Mexican families. You know, the grandma and grandpa from both sides, you know, are going to be fighting for those tickets. Mom, dad, you know, it's going to create a big problem. Why is it that it has to be forced on these kids to have graduation now? Can they not just wait? Why not give the parents a choice? We do have summer graduations. We have winter graduations. Why not continue with what the program was? I think they were saying, what, in July?
Yes.
Why do they have to force it now? You know, and if they want to, if the parent wants to, I mean, I'm 100% for graduations. I have a senior who's going to graduate, but guess what? I don't feel that it's their choice to tell me when I need to take my kid to graduation. It should be the parents' choice and the help of that family unit to say, you know what? Okay, it is safe for me to attend now, instead of I'm being forced to attend this single date that's the superintendent and the board stipulated that I must take my child to graduate so they can, you know, and I understand it's graduation. Some of these kids, that's all they're going to have, right? But to be forced to go somewhere, especially when it's still so dangerous to be out there in public, and then are they going to be able to take temperatures from every individual that comes into that field? Temperatures for every child that goes in, for the administrators, the counselors, the teachers, the principals, the board members, everybody's going to go there? Are they going to take temperatures from every individual that goes into that facility? The people who work there, because they're going to, I mean, there's a bunch of people that work there before and behind the scenes to get these graduates to be able to have a great night for themselves and their families. What's going to happen? You know, are they going to issue masks to everybody that attends? They don't even have masks for the people that work in as first responders here in the city of Brownsville, let alone for thousands of kids and their parents and their family members and whoever else is going to attend. You know, I mean, they should give the graduates and the family members a choice and take it upon that to say, you know what, we're going to attend this graduation because we need to see him graduate right now, or let's wait till the summer graduation, do a full-fledged graduation like they do for everybody else, or a winter, or maybe later when these numbers start falling. I just don't understand why it needs to be forced down everybody's throat now. Let me tell you one thing, Erasmo and Frankie. If they do, and of course they will, because that they want to force a graduation, and they take these thousands of kids to this place, wherever they choose, whether it be Sam Stadium or wherever, and there's a high probability that these kids or family members get infected, that is going to create such a huge mess, not only for BISD, but for anybody that's going to attend any other program of BISD. We're at this point, we don't have the ability to say we are safely and we are guaranteeing you 100% that at the time of graduation, there will be no contracting of this COVID-19 for any of your sons, daughters, graduates, or your family members. They cannot come out and say that. Or you think they can, Erasmo?
No. And I think
I'm trying to get a visual image of schools like Hannah, schools like Veterans that have over 1,000 graduate seniors, if not more. These schools are very large, and again, you know, you using, because I believe that they only use one half of the stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they'll use the full stadium. I remember when the great Billy Garza had his playoff game here at Sam Stadium. They opened up the scoreboards and put bleachers. I don't know if that's their idea, There was a comment sent in, gentlemen, that said, maybe they're doing this in May because some of the students are going to the Army, which I think it's a small percentage that enlists into the military, but that could be an option. I also thought of them thinking, oh, we got to do it as soon as possible, because if not, it's going to get worse later. We wish them well. It's a big achievement. But I think it's on the parents. If the parents feel that it's not safe, if they're still in that doubt, it's best not go. But again, it's hard for me, the third party, to tell them what's right. But it's just a suggestion. Erasmo alluded to the graduation for the military. That was very odd. It was different. And maybe these seniors will appreciate that. That they won't be able to huddle up, get together, throw their hat together. But I think the parents should take the initiative in making that decision for the family, whether they will allow their kids to be out in public or not.
And I know Joe, and again, it's not being forced. Kids want the graduations. Joe, we all want the graduations. I don't think there's anyone in the city of Brownsville, there's no one that does not want the graduation. Is the graduation what's best for our community? Having a lot of people out there piled up at Sam Stadium, I'm going to say absolutely, positively not. And I'm going, again, the only reason that the district is pushing for it is because they want to grandstand. Somebody mentioned it's all political. They have that little PR moment. And you know what? What's going to happen? You're not even going to be able to see their face, because I'm sure that they're going to be wearing face coverings, aren't they?
Are the board members going to get tested before they go out there and they shake everybody's hand while they gave out the diploma?
That's it.
Oh, that's true.
Another one. I mean,
that would be a guarantee. Test all the administrators. Test everybody who's going to have contact with these kids. Test them out before they have the graduation. Make sure that the results come back, and they're 100%. Saying that they don't have this virus. That would be 100% way of saying, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna let my kid, go up there and shake hands with one of the board members, knowing that they've already gone through the testing. And Eder can go and test them, I'm sure, and make sure that they come out negative for this COVID-19. And then, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll feel comfortable going up there and letting them go up there and shaking hands and receiving this diploma. Now, did they disinfect the diplomas? Now we need to know, how are they going to disinfect every diploma they hand out that night? And whoever touched them has to get tested, making sure that that virus is not amongst those diplomas or those, roses that they give out. I mean, you're looking at this. It's crazy. I understand. Joe says that the kids want to graduate. Yeah, my kid wants to graduate. She's going to graduate. But I don't want to put her in a position to where I know that there is no guarantee. There's no 100% guarantee that COVID-19 is not going to be roaming around that graduation day amongst any other individual that's there, whether it be another kid or it be an administrator or a board member. Until they can say, you know what, we're 100% sure that virus is not here. Okay, let's have it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen after June 1st. At the board meeting, they just discussed extending it after. So there's gonna be a new schedule coming out.
Joe, I'm sorry, Joe. If you're going to make an argument, make an educated argument. You cannot compare going to church, which is a First Amendment right, to graduation. Graduation is a celebration. It is a rite of passage, whatever you want. It's more of a cultural thing, Joe. Please don't compare church, which is a First Amendment right, to something that is a ritual or a culture or something or other. You can't compare, my man. And again, Joe, nobody's fighting the graduation. Everybody wants a graduation. Is it what's safe for the students? Something that Carlos mentioned is very, very important. Doesn't matter, even if they test positive, they could be asymptomatic. They can be showing no symptoms whatsoever. And you're going to have your kid out there hugging, shaking hands, kissing everyone out there. I mean, God, if that's what y'all want to do, more power to y'all guys. But all this stuff about, it's a rite of passage, that's bull crap.
And again, Joe alludes to about the church. That's fine. The church, if an adult wants to go to church, that's fine. I'm still in charge of this child that I'm going to take to graduation. So the choice is mine as a parent, not the child who's still a child. So if I think that because they're not guaranteeing that my child will not attribute this COVID-19 virus because they attended a graduation, then what are we doing? I understand, Joe. You have a right. If you want to go there, you want to take your kids, by all means, grab them all. Go to graduation. But that's not everybody's choice.
Well, the problem is, guys, geez, man, really, it's the pacification of the nation, man. Really, I mean, guys, this is the everybody gets a participant trophy, guys. Life isn't like that. It's not like that at all. I mean, you run into different situations in life, and you do your best to jump over them and push forward. That's what you do. Teach the kids a lesson. And again, I want the kids to graduate. I went to 9 graduations last year, 9, and I know that they were happy about it, and they all hugged and kissed. Guys, it's not last year. It's not last year. We're not living in the same situation as we were last year. Why is that so hard to understand? We're not. It's no one's fault. I'm not blaming the board members for COVID-16 or COVID-19, whichever one the superintendent wants to call it. I'm not blaming the board or the corrupt board or the superintendent. I'm not at all. It's just life. That's your choice as a parent. Other parents have their choice. Yeah, man, but that's not the problem, Joe. The problem is not only the parents. The problem is infecting everybody else in the damn community. Why is that so hard to understand? When are we going to start becoming semi-responsible out there, guys? Chinteras. It's always about, lo mío, lo que me conviene a mí. What about the rest of the community? That's the Minerva Peña attitude. Well, our choice to go out there, throw ourselves over the bridge. Como que it's a damn hoax. Worst case scenario, Miko died of COVID-19, but he had the graduation. He had that. We got pictures to prove it. Nada es garantizado. It's true. Oh, someone agrees with Carlos. Finally. June date is sensible. Yeah. Again, I mean, we're not talking rights. We're talking about no, sir. Let's go back. And please, with regards to the church is a constitutional right. It's a constitutional right. And that's been made clear by the task force, by the president, by Barr, the attorney general, by Abbott himself. Made clear. It's not it is a right. And let me tell you, it is a right. 100%. It's in the Constitution. It's actually in the First Amendment. First Amendment. It's a constitutional right. So yes, if you mention church, you're talking about a constitutional right. And I'm sorry. And again, people, I mean, y'all may not know this about me. People may think, Erasmo tends to be Republican, Erasmo tends to be Democrat. I'm neither. I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in the Constitution of the United States. Nowhere in the Constitution, nowhere does it say that kids have to graduate. Nowhere does it say that they have to take all these pictures. It doesn't say that, guys. And I'm not trying to be an ass. It doesn't. But it does mention freedom of speech. It does mention freedom of the press. It does mention the right to worship. It is rights. So when you're talking about church, you're talking about worship. How many hands will the board members shake by the time that, no, man, forget it. And again, going back to what Carlos said, all right, let's say they all test positive. They've been testing positive every day for the past 14 days. What about one of the kids? Are they going to test every single one of the kids out there that come into contact with different individuals on there? It's impossible. Am I just totally nuts out here?
Well, that's besides the point. But
Philadelphia prematurely ended its quarantine from the Spanish flu to throw a parade in order to boost morale for the war effort. Again, history repeat. History. Some 200,000 people lined the streets on the late September day. Within 72 hours, every bed in Philadelphia's 31 hospitals was filled. The city ended up with 4,500 people dying from the flu or complications within a matter of days. What's the proverb? Those who cannot learn from the past are condemned to repeat it. I mean, again, I love my graduates. I love my students. I love my seniors. I love y'all to death. Guys, it's about time people start. I don't know. Come on, guys. It's not rocket science, folks. There are many older people. Yes, Christy's so right. Think of it, Carlos. You went to several graduations out there.
Oh yeah.
A lot more than I did because I wasn't there but 1 year. But Carlos, siempre van los viejitos, the grandparents.
Always. I'm telling you, the people who are the proudest are the grandparents. The grandparents are not gonna want to stay home when their grandson or granddaughter, and some of these kids, that's who their father and mother is their grandparents. They will not miss an event for these kids. It's very hard for everybody. We're not saying no to graduation. We're just suggesting no right now. You know, that's what we're suggesting. If they want to force a graduation down these students and they want to live, it up and say, you know what, we did it, but here's the fallout. The fallout is that you're potentially increasing the risk for these individuals to acquire this disease or this virus. Who is more susceptible? The elderly.
Yeah, Joe. Come on, Joe. You just didn't say that, Joe. And the comment's still there. The same First Amendment guarantees the right to assemble. It does. It's not talking about graduation, bro. It's not talking about graduation. It's actually talking about peaceable assembly when it is in regards to government. It's not the same. Come on, Joe. You're a damn teacher, Joe.
So at today's board meeting, we got information that the graduation is going to move to after June the 1st, and I believe Rivera High School is currently scheduled for June the 1st, and also that the board is either considering or they're possibly doing it. They're ordering masks for the students. So COVID-19 2020 theme. Wear a mask if you're going out to graduation. Don't leave home without one.
Let's go bring on into these two really constraining Satan and hell. Yes, it does, but not to be stupid. The mayor's on top of it, Guillermo. The mayor's been doing a great job, bro. Do you think we should have drones to separate people? Maybe we should have drones with lasers.
With freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
Lasers.
I love you, Joe. I'm just fighting. Watch out. Facts. Love you. Is this where people need to decide who will be attending the graduation? No elderly, no kids. See, that's that.
That's a good idea.
You're going to get into one of those type of situations. But again, things might change, guys. If we take a huge old turn, I mean, we haven't even heard from the city of Brownsville. Is the city of Brownsville going to even allow it? Do they have any power to stop it? And I think they do. For your information, I agree that maybe graduation can be what I'm just messing with you, Joe. You know I love you. In all the senses of the word, bro. There's no other choice. No, there isn't. What about BIZ students living in Matamoros and are graduating? I mean, there's just a lot of different things. Ya lo que hace Joe. No, I love Joe. Joe, no, I love Joe. Joe's my good friend. That's totally different. Did Joe graduate from BISD? Guys, I love you, Joe. You know, man. I like fighting. You know me, bro. I love you. I appreciate it. I love that. You all know I like the back and forth. It's what I live for. The board just wants to give a check mark on things to do list. Should we go back to quarantine again? It might happen, guys. I don't know. Así con Erasmo yelling. Isn't Joe a law enforcement teacher? Streets, baby. Guys, I would prefer very separated graduation, like we talked about, like a parade. That makes more sense to me. That's their separation. Here we go again. The fight between the city and BISD. I know it's going to be interesting. We're just kidding, Joe. We love you. And hey, guys, I hope everybody is well. You too, Luis. Love you, man. So the Army don't care. No, I thought BISD didn't have money. Well, there's supposedly 20 million in the hole. We should assemble at the stadium and stuff. Hey, peaceful assembly. The killer hornets. What the hell? Yeah, people stop talking about damn killer hornets. I'm already freaking out. Now, the other thing, BISD did have a meeting today.
Did they?
They had a meeting. Oh my God. Carlos, did you have a chance to see the meeting?
Let me put my mask on for this one.
I did a little bit. It was a, I don't know, man. What can I tell you? I don't want to waste my life.
Can you bring out the video, Frankie? Put up the video.
Sure. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Guys, I want you to hear this, and you let me know. There was an item on the agenda. These guys are like Christmas.
Take off my.
These guys are like Christmas for me. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Not yet.
The robot.
Yeah, oh, you might want to mute that before. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Erasmo, you know I'm not always going to agree with, so I have to completely disagree with you. Your response to Joe in reference to church. You're absolutely correct. It is your constitutional right to go to church, but I'll tell you, in your own words, in my opinion, stupid to congregate anywhere at this point, much less going to church. I will respectfully disagree, William. Respectfully disagree. Please don't. Let's just cancel that, Frank. I will respectfully disagree, William. It's not the same thing. Most definitely not the same thing. But in today's board meeting, they were discussing the actually the city of Brownsville could not grant them permission to assemble. Am I correct, Carlos? Fire something or health something.
Yeah.
So it could come out to a city decision. So we don't know.
I mean, I think the health department is going to have to take lead on that one, to making sure that it's in the best interest of the community.
Yeah. We should have the graduation at the sports park. You have a clear one on it, Frankie?
Is the sports park bigger?
Yeah.
Yes?
Hey, you know what? They can use the big old scoreboard. I mean, they could do a digital graduation. I mean, I don't know. There's the scoreboard is huge. There's a lot of speakers. Have people park in their cars and watch your kids. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do.
Let's listen to this, guys. Let's see. Nope, no sound. Okay. No, that's right. All right, guys. I can actually play it. I actually recorded it, believe it or not. And this is what was said in the meeting. I mean, you can't make it.
Ready?
Okay, ready, guys?
Do it.
Que la.
I want to mute y'all because really. All right, guys, ready? This is the recording.
Mr. Garcia comes on board here, and he's on another board. He's chair of another board. I think it's a charity board or something. I'm not sure what it is, but anyway, session. So I understand.
Okay. Anyway, I give up. All right, guys. Basically, what Philip Cowan is out there saying on the video in the meeting is, well, the reason that Mr. Garcia wants this removed is because we don't want there to be any evidence. Any evidence to what, guys? Did you get to hear that part, Carlos?
Yeah, I heard it. I saw it.
I'm sorry. I'm ready. I promise.
I don't know. I think I got Darth Vader infected the computer or something.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that. Erasmo. I mean, I really don't understand what he's talking about. What evidence? Unless you're doing something wrong, then you need to be worried about it. But what evidence are they recording? I mean, if
it doesn't make any sense.
It's keeping everybody true. Is that if there is a recording, that they stand true to what they said and what they did. I don't understand why they would want to hide anything. I understand that you can't use it. It can't be publicly distributed unless a judge orders it to be. So what should they be scared of?
Well, I think that one of the things that they made mention yesterday was that they were all like tripping out and scared in regards to someone saying something that they shouldn't. But again, guys, they were referring about the same individuals out there. They're referring to Minerva Peña, who cannot shut up. She just cannot be quiet to save her life. She's the same individual out that goes out there and talks about, oh, okay, people who have cancer, you can't eat that, and we gotta stop serving those foods because they got given cancer. She says it in an open meeting. It's a liability. It's 100% a liability, guys. Not a doubt.
It's like what happened with the barbacoa deal. What has happened with that? I mean, there was recordings of that. Where's the investigation behind all that? Where's the money that the district lost? There's over $400,000 that the district lost on this barbacoa deal. That there's an investigation that's supposedly started when I was there, so
And
they can continue. And now it's who knows? It's what 2 years later now, going on 3, I think.
it's only evidence if it's illegal. And that's exactly right, Ryan. It makes no sense. I mean, guys, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make it up. And the recording is on the pages if anyone wants to go see it. Guys, it is crazy. What the heck? Creating evidence? I mean, really? That's what they're concerned about? That guys, that what they go out in the back to talk about, we better not have it recorded because it can and will be used against us in a court of law. Is that their biggest concern? Really? What are they talking about that they want to hide? Why is Philip Cowan and Eddie Garcia wanting to suppress a recording that can be used against them later on? It is self-incriminating. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make it up. BISD, they're hiding things for years, but this is mean money under the rug. Frankie, welcome back, Frankie.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I got the video. I know we're past it, but I got the video up and running if you guys want it. If you guys want to hear it.
No.
All right. It's just a little weird. Again, whether it's just for audio purposes or manuscripted, it's not a good look for the district. It just seems kind of odd. The reasoning behind it, especially with all the turmoil that the district has been in the recent years, with the questions of money and whatnot. It just goes to show, what the sentiment is on that board. It didn't, it was tabled, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to bring it back up for another time. I think with the process, or through the duration of the next hearing in regards to this issue, they're going to hear from the community how, it's going to be looked upon, frowned upon. And I don't see this passing. If it does pass within the near future, I would be shocked.
Well, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, again, guys, why decimate or cut down or destroy an opportunity for even more transparency? You have an opportunity, something that Prisi is always saying, oh, we got to be transparent. We got to be transparent. Transparency. And again, show us what you did with those $18,355 that you got from E3 and Ron McVeigh, and then you'll truly be transparent. I mean, tell us and show us that you weren't influenced in voting yes for their changing a light bulb little contract only because they gave you $18,355. Then start preaching about transparency. But guys, you have an opportunity to be even more transparent by saying we've got recordings back there to show that in case we get taken to court, nothing that we've said is going to come back and bite us in the butt. And let me tell you, and I've said it, guys, you can record me 24/7. I do not care. Do not care. Because what I say in private can surely be thrown out there and said in public. I do not care. No me interesa. No me importa. Yes, let's listen to the video. Terco. It's on Frankie's page, and they're on my page as well. No, it wasn't tabled. No action was taken. Yeah, no action was taken. Transparency, vote them out. I don't think that she knows what that word means. She sure as heck doesn't. So who's going to stand up against BISD? Me. PUB se pasó de lanza. Yes, PUB is something that we're going to talk about tomorrow morning in regards to the increase in wages. Se la lonchan. I don't know what that means. You are. They're saving it for graduation presents. Guys, the other thing that happened at the meeting, right after this, during that spiel about recording the executive session, man, el board attorney se la cantó a little lady. Se la cantó.
I didn't see that. What happened?
Casi se la raya. Like, Mr. Garcia, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're part of a non-important board that doesn't even have public meetings. And they go, no, yes, he does. He does have meetings. He does. And Balsar says, no, sir, you're wrong. And put him in his place. What the heck? Put him in his place and no response. Guys, like I told someone that I spoke with this afternoon, the most powerful individual in the district is the board attorney. The most powerful individual is someone who puts money in the pockets of board members in order to run races. He's going to put money against my opponent, against my opponents, for my opponents, for Carlos' opponents, for everybody else's opponents. You'll know where people are by the campaign finance reports in the next couple of months. You'll know where their heart's at. Pero se la cantó bien gacho. I haven't recorded that part, but let me tell you, it was a throwdown, bro. It was a throwdown. What kind of people is La Hoax Minerva hanging out with that she knows she's being recorded? Hey! She's a nut. Is PUB like PSD? PUB is, yes, that part. Se la metió el balta little. No vas. No, se la gacho, bro. It was the most. Is that the most corrupt? I would say Minerva's the most dumb. I would say that the most corrupt on there sitting right now are Prissy and Drew, and only because they're still abiding by Sylvia's any whim that she wants. That's exactly what they do. So again, we're not being serviced by having crazy dumb Minerva out there who, can't think for herself, and Prissy and Drew who still obey Sylvia. I don't think Eddie understood what Balthazar meant about the Texas Open Meeting Act. You caught that too. Had no clue. Did not understand. And we're like, chinteras. Again, guys, that's what happens when you don't win an election, Carlos. That's what happens when you get appointed to things. You just don't understand the complete process of. So yeah, Balthazar Salazar really Biot slapped him pretty bad. Tas. Que vergüenza. Vergüenza, bro. So who's running the district? El Balta con Sylvia Atkinson? 100%. No doubt. And I think the only reason that Baltasar Salazar is still here is because I think he's afraid that she might take him down with him. That's my suspicion. They're getting together. I want to vote for better BISD. You'll have that opportunity, my man. What else are we talking about tonight?
There's I don't know if anybody's aware of this, but BISD has put out on their website. I think it's the job openings. What do you call that, Erasmo?
Job opening?
Yeah, they put the job openings on that website. Oh, what's the name of it? Anyway, regardless, where the job openings for the school district are. There's a website. I guess everybody sees them and they apply for it. Well, they've got so many job openings for the district, but yet they want to have an attrition or they want to absorb positions. They should just take all those positions off, because what is doing is that they're showing their hand. They're showing their hand to the individuals who are employees of the district already, and telling them, We're going to get rid of you, but we're going to hire someone else. So what they should do in order to protect these employees of the school district is remove all these vacant positions, or these positions that are really not vacant, but they're looking for employment, and see how they can keep the teachers that we already have, keep their employment, with all these cuts that are going on, and avoid the layoffs and avoid cutting the jobs. It shouldn't be out there. The superintendent shouldn't be out putting out anything on this website saying that, I think there was a position, or whatever, multiple. I mean, there's just BIZ pages and pages of BIZ employee position openings. They should just remove them. Keep the teachers and the employees that we have now.
Well, I think that one of the reasons was because there's a rumor out there that the superintendent wants to bring someone from Edinburgh.
Another one?
Yeah, someone from Edinburgh to be the principal at Pace.
Well, see, pues.
So I seriously don't doubt it. Again, he wants to fill the district with individuals who have zero knowledge in regards to the culture, the people here in the city of Brownsville. Doesn't care about our people, moving on up and taking the positions that should be theirs. They don't.
It's called, I just remember, the Region 1 website, which shows all the positions that are open for the school districts. In this case, BIZ has many, many positions open. There shouldn't be any positions open if the superintendent and the board is thinking of laying off people or getting rid of some of these people.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, man. I mean, guys, the only reason that we are an A district is because of Dr. Sendejas and because of the teachers, the counselors, the principals that we have, not because of Gutierrez.
Where do you think we're going to be at?
Huh?
Where do you think we're going to be at?
Oh, well, the good thing for the district is that the lettering grade got suspended this year.
That's the only reason. But I'm going to tell you what, no fault it is out of our teachers and our educators that if we didn't have that we would get a lower grade than what we already had when the superintendent prior to this idiot was here. So it has nothing to do with the teachers. The teachers were still here. The teachers were still doing their work. They just had an idiot for a leader. So all the blame goes to the superintendent and the board that allowed him to continue to disrespect our teachers and disrespect our parents and disrespect our students. That's who needs to be blamed for all this.
100%. And again, it's on the board. I mean, guys, the superintendent has screwed this COVID-16 up so bad. COVID-16 up so bad from the get-go, from the start, that there is reason suffice in order to end his contract now. End it. And with him, all his other people on there, his little girls that he brought from Edinburgh, his little guys that he brought from Edinburgh. Like, guys, it's time to send them back home.
They need to bring someone to do the health insurance too?
Yes, but some Chase little guy, some young guy that they actually increased the position in order to get him paid $100,000.
And now he wants to create another HR director position?
Yes. And again, all these little positions, guys, they need to be cleaned up. They need to be cleaned up, and we have that. Puro Oliveira Dolphin, y puro Hannah Eagle. Preach! So the board is out of total control of the district. Out for control. They have control of the district. Well, actually, the board attorney has control of the district. The board members are in his pocket, and vice versa. He tends to be in their pocket as well. So, if you want actual true change in the district, none of them can come back. None of them can come back. Anything else that we got to talk about tonight? We've already been out here for an hour and 15.
Just got something sent in. How come some middle school principals are not giving the schedule to staff on paper or emails? That tells them when they're expected to go back into work. They're just telling them, but will not put it on paper. Again, CYA trying to cover their own ass. again, there is that fear for teachers of wanting to go back. Should I go back? Am I being forced to? So teachers, we feel for you. Relief is coming. Hopefully everything will change soon. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
I love you too, Trinidad. He's in it for himself. Yes, good night. Good stuff, guys. Carlos, any last words?
Stay safe out there. Think about the graduation. Do you guys ever? We all agree on graduation. It just needs to be a choice for the parents when it should be, not when the superintendent says it should be. It's here. They should be looking out for the biggest asset, which is our kids. And the parents. I believe in 100% in graduation. I have a senior who's going to graduate. I just don't think right now is the time. So think about it, board. Tell your stupid superintendent that it's not the right time. Maybe we should delay it a little bit more and keep the kids safe. Thanks.
Guys, have a great evening. Again, I agree with what Frankie and Carlos said. I mean, guys, we love our students, love our community. We want them to have everything that their heart desires. But more than anything, we as responsible adults should be more concerned with their health, their well-being, and their life as individuals. So again, guys, the numbers aren't great. We have yet to peak. We have yet to plateau. And again, we will have Dr. Cerdan and another doctor this week. We will announce things soon as we get confirmation. Again, thank you for Dr. Erden, even though he didn't show up. We know he's very, very busy. And more power to them out there and his team out there at the sports park. And again, prayers for Harlingen, guys. Harlingen is in trouble. Harlingen is in trouble, guys. And if Harlingen is in trouble, it's going to be very, very soon that all those other little cities around, including ourselves, are going to feel the same. But guys, have a great, great evening. God bless. Take care of each other. Take care of us. Be good. God bless.
Take care, guys.